Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Claudia, if you don't know who I am. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on today's video. As you can tell by the title, today is just basically a sit down with me video. I'm just going to be yapping and crocheting. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and of course subscribe, because why wouldn't you want to, you know? Let's just get into the video. I'm making these leg warmers because we're in autumn, my absolute favorite season, and yeah, I just decided let me just make leg warmers because I remember last autumn I was so obsessed with them. I was wearing them literally everywhere. I had lectures, I would wear it to lectures. I needed to go to the shops, I would wear it to the shops. I was obsessed with leg warmers, so I was like, you know what, maybe I should just crochet my own this time instead of buying it from like Shein or like Primark or something. I can just make my own, and that's what I'm doing in this video. I've already started making it because I started it last night actually, and to make it, I actually didn't chain a long chain like how I usually would, which is amazing because chaining a long chain is just, if you crochet, you know, it's just, it's not ideal, it's not the best, it's tedious, it's long, it's meh, you know? So I found this foundation chain tutorial that I watched on TikTok. Literally, it came up on my For You page. I was like, oh my gosh, let me just try it out. So I did. And let me tell you guys, it's literally revolutionized crocheting for me because I'm never going to be chaining chains again. This is how much I have. This is the length that I want it. I feel like it could be longer, but I'm going to use my steamer to steam it, and hopefully it will stretch out the stitches and make it a bit longer. But this is what I have so far. This is what I'm working with. Hopefully I can finish it before the end of the video. If not, you might see it on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram if you're not already. I'll leave it in the link below or on the video. So if you're not already following it, go follow it. But yeah guys, autumn is officially here. My favorite season is officially here, and I'm genuinely so happy because if you don't already know me, you don't know that I'm obsessed with autumn. Like, it's my favorite season. I was born in like the autumn fall season. Fun fact, I was actually born on October the 31st in Ghana, but my birthday is the 1st of November, which is kind of weird. I asked my mum why that is, and she said that something about the doctors in Ghana were like, oh, they put that down for the birth certificate, so that's the time and the day that I was born. But she actually, you know, pushed me out on the 31st of October. So yeah, I'm an autumn, October, November baby. But that's part of the reason why I like autumn so much. The other reason is the fact that it's just a beautiful season, like with all the trees, even though the trees are dying and, you know, they're shedding, it's still a beautiful season. Like the colorful leaves, there's no flowers. I mean, I do like flowers, but with flowers comes bumblebees and wasps and insects, and I don't like those. But in autumn there are barely any flowers, like living flowers, so that means there's barely any bugs and there's any wasps, and you know, all the yucky like insects are not around, which I like about autumn. Also, what I like about autumn is like the cozy feeling of autumn, the relaxed kind of vibes, the let's just get some hot cocoa and watch a nice, you know, autumn movie kind of feeling. That's what I love about autumn. What I also like about autumn is the weather. Like, unlike summer where it's like horrendously hot, or winter where it's horrendously cold, autumn is like the middle ground of those two weather types. It's like, it's not too hot where, you know, you're sweating and you need the AC on, or like you need ice cream or something, and then it's not too cold where you need to wear like a big puffer jacket, or you need to have like the heater on and stuff. Like, it's the perfect weather. Like, it's just in between, which I really like. Yeah, so that's just what I like about autumn. In honor of autumn being here, I'm working on my autumn collection as well for my rebrand and like the products and stuff that I want to have to sell. If you don't already know or haven't watched my video, in that video I was just basically talking about how I wanted to have a rebrand and how I am rebranding, and I want to change up how I post, how I go about things, how I do things and stuff. That's what that video is about. But I just want to talk about, you know, my progress now with the rebrand and what I'm getting up to, the kind of products I want to be making, yeah, any collections and stuff that I'm working on, and some announcements as well that I want to make. Yeah, for my crochet couture UK rebrand. Currently I'm waiting on my business cards and my thank you cards and stickers and packaging stuff for my customers and stuff. So when they arrive, I'll be halfway there with the rebrand. If you haven't already seen the logo everywhere, literally on my socials, I have a brand new logo which I really like, so I wanted to incorporate the logo onto the business cards obviously, and the thank you cards and the stickers and stuff. I really want to have like personalized packaging, but the packaging is actually so pricey. Like I can't find like a good vendor on Etsy that I like designs and stuff where the price makes sense, and I don't want to gamble it and just buy, you know, a packaging, like personalized packaging, and then it arrives and I don't like it. Like I don't want to risk it. Just get a couple samples, and even if it's not good, like it seems a bit of a time waste. So for now I'm just making do with the packaging that I have. I have pink packages. If I could find green packaging, I would have got the green packaging, because obviously for the rebrand it's like fairy, mythical, enchanted, magical kind of stuff, and whenever I think of those kind of things I think of the color green, because, you know, enchanted forests are green, like fairies are green, not necessarily green, but like they have a green aesthetic, a green vibe to them. So it would have made sense for me to get green packaging, but because I couldn't find any, I had to make do with the pink ones that I have, which are also still very like mythical, magical, you know, fairy kind of fantasy vibes, whatever. So yeah, this is the packaging that I got, and obviously the stickers, like I said, it has my brand logo on as well. I'm actually really excited to see the stickers because I designed the logo myself, and I got a company on Etsy to obviously print it out and make the sheets for me. When I figure out how to print my own stickers and print my own business cards and print everything by myself, I'm going to be so self-efficient that I won't really have to rely on other people to help me like make stuff, because I really want to make my own business cards. Like if I run out of these ones that are going to arrive, I can just print out my own and make it look just as good as the ones that I ordered from Etsy. Okay, so moving on to my products that I want to sell. If you haven't already seen on my Instagram, I posted my first product that I'm going to be selling. I made these beanies. I made some beanies and I called them the ice petal beanies. I think I might do a different video explaining like where the names came from and like the concepts behind my products and stuff that I want to create. But for now, you guys just need to know it's called the ice petal beanies. I made it in Italy and I wore it a couple days as well when I was in Italy, and I really liked how it looked, so I thought maybe I should make more of these, because I haven't really seen like African flower beanies around. I've seen like the cardigans and like jumpers and stuff, people make them like that, but I haven't seen hat versions of them. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should make African flower beanies, but instead of calling it that, I just called it ice petal beanies. Like I said, I'll make a separate video on why I called it that. That's one of the products that I made. I think it's really pretty and I like how it looks. Like it's different, but it's not too different. So yeah, that's my first product that I want to sell. So I've also been working on some more hats as well that I want to sell. I've literally already finished making the second hat collection. I will be sharing the pictures soon on my Instagram, so keep an eye out for that. And then I have another hat collection. I think I want to have 3 hat collections, because, you know, 3 is a magic number, and for the rebrand it's like mythical, magical, fairies, you know, so it kind of fits the brand, I guess. So I want to have that, and yeah, that's basically the hats that I want to have. 3 different hats. Then obviously I have my cardigans that I have made previously already that I was selling before but hadn't actually sold any. So I'm hoping I'll be able to sell some of my cardigans this time around, because they are really pretty and they are very comfortable, and I think they go with a lot of outfits, especially now that we're in autumn. They will definitely go with a lot of your outfits, because they are basically made for the autumn season. Now I'm going to keep the items minimal so that people can buy like minimal stuff and not get too overwhelmed with the amount of products that I have. let me just show you guys the progress that I'm making on the leg warmers. I feel like it's decreasing. I'm not sure. I should really get some stitch markers and mark the ends and the beginning, but this is how much I have so far. I need to keep going because this is not gonna fit around my legs. Also guys, I was thinking about crocheting these socks. They're a bit dirty, ignore that. I wear it literally every day in my room as slippers because they're comfortable and it's pretty. But yeah, I was contemplating on making these socks as well. I call them the fairy socks for now because of the ruffles and how like dainty and girly and pretty it looks. Yeah, I was contemplating on making that as well to sell, but I think I might wait and sell it in like the winter season, like in December, January time, because that's when it's for a reason and that's when I feel like people would actually buy it. So one thing I hate about crocheting is losing your hook. Guys, I literally had the hook and I don't know where it's gone. Like, if you're a crocheter, let me know in the comments if you've ever lost your hook whilst crocheting, because this is actually a phenomenon. It needs to be this like study. Oh my gosh, it was in my lap. It was camouflaged in my lap, but yeah, I found it. I don't know if there's any crocheters out there who have been thinking about getting into knitting, but I just feel like it looks like such a fun hobby as well as crochet, and I see a lot of knit clothes and I'm like, the knit clothes look so good, and I just want to be able to make my own knit clothes and just, you know, maybe a jumper for, I don't know, a Christmas present, or maybe like knit socks or something. I just want to know how to knit because it's just, it would be so cool knowing how to knit and crochet. Like, the amount of ideas and stuff you can make is literally endless. Despite the progress that I've made, I still want to learn a lot more stuff within crocheting. Like, I still want to know how to freeform crochet and just crochet with my imagination and not always rely on a pattern or like a specific structure to make something. Like, I just want to be able to pick up my crochet hook, get my yarn and just crochet and not have to look at anything. Like, the only thing I have to look at is ideas up in here. That's the aim of the game. That's what I'm aiming to be able to, you know, strive towards, freeform crochet. And I just want to be able to just crochet anything that people ask for. Like, for example, if I have a customer and they ask for a custom order and they say they want a dress, I want to be able to be like, I want to be able to tell them, yeah, of course I can make that for you, and not have to tell them that, oh, I'm not as advanced yet, you know, I can't really make that, and disappoint them. Like, I'm not really a people pleaser like that anymore. But when it comes to crocheting and when it comes to my business, I want to be able to please my customers because I want them to return. You get it? So if I have a customer and they ask me to make them something and I'm not able to make them that thing, it's like, oh my gosh, have I just lost the customer? Like, are they ever going to come back to me and ask me to make them something again? Because yeah, I just want to be able to crochet anything that people ask me to make. So yeah, that's something that I'm also wanting to work on. And I also want to be able to sew, learn how to stitch. I've finally been able to use my mom's sewing machine after many years. She's finally let me use it, and I used it 2 times and I wanted to cry both times because I have no clue how to use a sewing machine. I had my own sewing machine, but it was like a mini one from Amazon, so it wasn't like the best quality and stuff. The needle even broke so I couldn't use it anymore. But yeah, with my mom's sewing machine, it was just so difficult to wrap my head around. Every time I would use the sewing machine, it kept bunching up the thread in the thing that I just sewed, and it was really aggravating because I had to undo everything and then just re-sew it again and again and again, and I just wanted to give up, but I didn't give up. Thankfully, I carried on going, and obviously I made it in the end of the finished product. It's not the best, but for the first time, I think it was pretty good. So yeah, I really want to learn how to use a sewing machine properly and learn how to sew. And I also want to be able to make my own clothes, not to sell, but just make my own clothes for myself, because that is a childhood dream. Like, I've always wanted to make clothes. That's why I even started my business. But when I do get better at using the sewing machine, I want to make my own clothes for myself. If they do turn out good, or like people like how the clothes I create, you know, look, then I might consider selling it as either a different business or as part of Crochet Couture. But for now, I'm just going to be practicing on how to sew and use a sewing machine. Speaking of video ideas and stuff, I really have many ideas, guys. It's just about time. I remember before, I used to make videos like ages ago on my personal YouTube channel. Whenever I used to make videos on my personal YouTube channel, I had issues of time. Like, I never really had enough time because at the time I had uni, and obviously with uni there's assignments and there's deadlines and there's exams and stuff, so I just didn't really have good enough time to make good quality content that I felt was good. Even if people thought it was good, I just wanted to make sure I felt it was good before anyone else thought it was good, if that makes sense. But yeah, with that, I just didn't have the time to like properly focus on it, or like, you know, work on it. And the same with this channel as well, the Crochet Couture UK channel. I was at uni when I, you know, first made my first video and my other videos, and again, like, I was very inconsistent with posting and making content and stuff, trying to juggle uni and assignments, and you know, it was just a bit difficult. But now that I finished uni and I'm not in full-time education, or I don't have a full-time job, I feel like I have so much time on my hands, but at the same time I feel like I don't, which is weird because everyone has, you know, the same amount of hours in the day, 24 hours, but I feel like people who even have jobs are getting more done than I am. And I don't even have a full-time job. I have a part-time job as a lifeguard, and even that, I'm not lifeguarding anymore because it's like, I feel like I'm not doing enough of my content creation. Like, I just have a lot of ideas. Like, I literally have Pinterest boards, I have notes in my Notion app, literally ideas on ideas on ideas. But then when it comes to actually making those videos come to life, it's like, oh, can't be bothered to do it, I'm tired, like, I just don't have the energy. And it sucks because I really want to make some good content for you guys, but it's just the motivation that comes with it as well. Sometimes it's just not there for me. But lately I've been feeling good. I've been feeling like I can make 5 videos right now if I wanted to, because I just have the energy. Anyways, I just feel good today, and that's all that matters, me feeling good. I hope you guys feel good too. I feel like I'm getting really good at crocheting now. I remember when I first started, I could not crochet for my life. Like, I would give up almost in tears. One time I did cry because I was just really frustrated. Like, it just wasn't working. It wasn't going how I wanted it to go. I did not understand the stitches. Reading the stitches and listening to people say, okay, now I'm gonna do 10 half double crochets into the magic circle. I was like, excuse me, what did you just say? Like, are you even speaking English? But now that I can crochet, I can literally look at a pattern and be like, yep, okay, good, and I'll make it, and I'm like, yep, I just did that. But as a beginner, it was a whole nother story. But I'm just so happy with the progress that I've made as a crocheter, even though I'm not where I want to be yet with my crochet skills and creativity. I'm still very proud of how far I've come, because it's like, wow, I was really a beginner at one point and I could barely do a slip knot. I couldn't do a slip knot to save my life. Like, you know when you do a slip knot and you can adjust it to like tighten it, whenever I would do it, it would just make a tighter knot. It wouldn't be adjustable, it would just be a tight knot. But now I can make slip knots like in my sleep, which is progress. So this is how wide I want my leg warmers. It doesn't look like it's wide, but I don't want it to be too loose, because you know, you don't want leg warmers to be like draping and super saggy. You want it to be saggy but not too saggy, right? So I'm gonna leave it here and just like stitch the ends together and try it on and see how it looks. Single crochet to attach the ends together. Coming up to the last couple stitches to attach the ends together, and I'm low-key liking how the leg warmers look. It kind of looks wide, but like I said, I have like big calves anyway, so it should fit. This is basically it. They could work as gloves. Actually, no, they're too big for gloves. But now, this is the leg warmers done. I'm just gonna pull it inside out, and this is the stitch. I'm gonna just weave it in quick and then cut it off. This is it before it's steamed and I'll wear it so you guys can see what it looks like before steaming, and I'll show you what it looks like after steaming. So it's basically it. It's really short, like it literally ends here, but I think it's okay. I think it works. It's a nice color, it's pretty. I might make the second one tighter, or I just might make it exactly the same. But actually no, I think this is a reasonable length because people usually like scrunch it up anyways. I like to scrunch mine up anyways, so yeah, the size and length is fine. Okay, so I've got my trusty steamer that's steaming the leg warmer. So now, see, there's no stretch. It doesn't stretch anymore. It's literally sturdy now. And see this? It's flowy. It doesn't like, you know, it's not stiff. But it does stretch this way because obviously that's just how the stitches are. It doesn't stretch this way anymore though. I mean, you could try, but it just stops. So I'm just going to try it on again and see how it fits and how it's like. These fit so much better as leg warmers now. Like, hold on, top bit that's tight and then the bottom bit that's like a bit looser, and obviously you can like scrunch it up or bunch it up, however you want to say it. I think I'm gonna leave the video here because my belly is actually starting to hurt now, and also it's time for me to go eat. So I'm gonna leave the video here. When I finish eating, I'm gonna work on the other leg warmer, and I might leave a picture in the video when I'm editing of the finished product. I hope you enjoyed my yap session and you found it somewhat entertaining, and leave a comment, answer the questions I asked you in the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.